certain conditions, I'm able to I track something more accurately or something.
Yeah, yeah. You can add that. That could be your thing. All right, Megan. I know you have your 2 experiences already.
I do. I
Okay.
kind of have asked them though. I'm not entirely sure what they're gonna look like, but
We'll figure it out when you throw them at me.
yeah.
All right, Liz. Do you have your 2 experiences?
I have my 2 experience here.
Okay.
Really good.
So, very good. Very good. Okay. So we got that. We got that. All right. So basically, the story that I have so far is going to be somewhat about vengeance and trying to get redemption. All right. Greg and Daniel have their stories that they've come up with. Currently, right now, those two are duo mercenaries. So this is before the story even starts. I'm gonna run you down on like the minor prelude of it. Okay. Daniel and Greg, their characters, Ryujin and Sebas, were given a letter from Dracus, who was an old comrade of theirs. They were brothers in arms up until a tragedy happened and Dracus left the group. At that point, Dracus, went off to Faerun. He started working with basically a syndicate of thieves. It's like the interconnected group of thieves all around Viridia, which is the world we're in. And while he was working in Faerun, he met a small fawn, an annoying ass fawn, that he took under his wing. And now the story goes, Dracus was given a task to go to the kingdom of Baharuth. Yes, Warner, that Baharuth. So,
yeah.
so that will put us in. Well, I gotta pull up my map now because I forgot the names of everything. Everybody, please be careful with me. This is my first time actually DMing a full campaign. Coming up with everything. It was a pain
This
in
is
the
my first time
How
being
convenient.
in a campaign. So
I was going to say this is my first time being DM'd by you, so I feel like you should give us just as much grace as we give you.
All right, so you
I'm
are.
gonna bully him.
Yeah. So you guys are in the continent of Maggie, which if I say I sent you the map of the whole world, it's going to be the top left continent. Right? It's under the rule of the kingdom of Baharuth, the Baharuth family, and you guys are in Belrose. All right. So, Greg and Daniel, you guys came from Berlois, the big circle continent. You were given a letter by Dracus to come help him in Baharuth, in Belrose. In Belrose, in the letter, it states for you guys, it states, I think I've tracked it down. Come meet me in Belrose. And for Vicky, and well, mainly this is for Vicky because Belle doesn't know any of this information. But Vicky, you've just been told by Dracus to come to Belrose in Magni under the Baharuth Empire to help him, assist him in case he needs assistance. So that's how you all are in Belrose right now. All right? That's the start of it. Okay. We got everything. Everyone's ready. All right. Now, final checks. Everyone good?
We'll
I think we're
see.
I think I'm good.
Greg?
as good as I'm gonna get.
All right. Well,
What city are we starting in?
you're
Sorry.
starting in Belrose.
Belrose. Okay. I'm writing some of this down as we go along so I can keep up with like what we're doing, where we're going.
Oh, that's a good shout. That's why I have my notebook, and I didn't even pull it out.
Yeah, I have note cards for me, and then everything I've written down on these note cards, I'll write into my notebook.
Wait, Daniel's character's already with me, right?
Daniel, so yeah, you and Daniel are together. Vicky is with Dracus right now, and Belle is in the tavern inn in the city, but not with everyone. So Megan, you will be out for the first 10 to 20 minutes.
Twiddling my thumbs.
Don't worry, I gave you a badass intro. It's okay.
Oh yeah. Hell
I'm,
yeah.
I'm a little worried.
Trust me, you're gonna like it.
All right.
We're all good, right?
I think we're all good.
We're all
I
good.
think I'm good.
I
Okay.
think we're set.
All right, everybody, welcome to Viridia. Our story begins today. It is, I want to say, dawn, dusk, dusk before dawn. I'm trying to remember, when is the sun setting down?
Dusk.
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 It is dusk. The orange sky lights up the city of Belrose, a city built in cobblestone, buildings made of cobblestone in the center, while the surrounding outside is wooden homes. People live in there. In the continent of Magni, a dominant human orc continent, where they kind of allow magical creatures in, such as fairies, fauns, semis, all that. They're kind of there, but they're kind of the minority of the group. And outside this oldish tavern stands this orc. He's leaning up at his back on the wall, just looking at his pocket. He pulls out a locket. You don't see the picture. You just see his locket. And standing next to this orc, this big, just brash-looking orc wearing a brown vest and just green undergarments, is this small fawn. Vicky, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Vicky. I like nice, beautiful dresses, and if you fuck with me or my friends, I'll fuck you up. All right, but
And-
I can be civil.
all right. This orc puts the locket back inside his pocket and says to Vicky, "They should be here soon. I messaged them a while ago, but before we go into this tavern, we have to wait for them."
Okay. Well, I mean, should I? Waiting is very hard for me.
I understand.
I'm kind of impatient.
They should be here any second now. Do not do anything that would get us in more trouble. We're
so,
here-
I shouldn't, because that guy's coin purse is sticking out of his pocket. I mean, it's really easy for me to just grab that. You know what I mean?
Remember,
I'm behaving.
remember, we're here meeting other syndicate members. We cannot.
Okay.
We cannot cause war, okay, between the members.
If you insist.
And then, just as Vicky and Dracus are minor chatting, just passing the time by, Dracona with an elf walk up to them, and Greg, Daniel, introduce yourselves in that order.
I've never much liked these quiet places. Makes my scales itch. I'm a bit of a more hands-on kind of person. Where there's blood, you'll find me. But when the syndicate calls, who am I to ignore it? But I have one goal, and I intend to see it through. Even if it means traveling with this elf.
Daniel?
Rajan, I really think you just need a drink, my friend. It's been a long day. You're so serious all the time.
And as you
In your
two,
drinks.
as you two walk to Dracus, you give him. You didn't say anything. You just look at each other. All three of you just look. The two of you look at Dracus, and Dracus looks back, and it's just, you feel that embrace. Like you two were brothers in arms, fought in countless battles, and he just grabs you both, hugs you, and lifts you. Like all you see is just him pick you two up, and your feet are dangling as he's holding you up. Sets you down. It's good to see you, my friends. I know it's been a
Oh
while.
God, why would you do that?
Dracus, you old coot, you still smell like a cow on an early morning. Good to see you, friend.
Good to see you, friend. All right. Now, this is my protege, Vicky.
It is pleased to how did you want me to, I can't remember how you said to say it. It's pleased to make your acquaintance or something of that sort. My name is Vicky. It's pronounced Vicky. You know, how was your journey? Was it nice and safe and not too much trouble?
Dracus.
I've had better journeys. This guy's not bad company, but he's so serious all the time.
He seems
I
like a
think
good conversationalist, honestly.
He is. I can't help but troll him all day. It's quite fun. So I think he's a little annoyed with me.
I can tell. What?
Ryujin.
Why are we here?
Yes, Vicky. Ryujin, Sebas. I've sent you the letter. I know it was vague. I didn't know how to tell you in writing, but I fear that the shadow is here.
The shadow? Rajan, the shadow. It may be here. We might finally be able to kill this thing.
Dracus, are you sure? This cannot be another fool's errand. Sebas and I have been searching for many moons for this thing. Are you certain?
In my time in Faerun, working with the Syndicate, I have learned things about the thing that we're after, this shadow. It might not just be one, but it might be many. And it could be a remnant of Zul. All I've learned is that it's potentially here. The Syndicate has sent an emergency meeting here in Belrose because we fear that there might be some unnecessary tradings going on. And what was his name? Jackson, poor strange fellow. He called me in to help him investigate. We're here at the tavern and we're going to meet with him. Be on your guard. We don't know what might happen, but we might meet him here.
So, Ryujin flicks his tail in slight annoyance, a sign that Sebas knows is my growing agitation from how long we've been chasing the shadow. So, he makes the attempt to calm me down before I get worked up.
Rajan, it's okay, my friend. Let's calm down a little bit, one step at a time. Sebas raises up to try to flag down a tavern, like a barkeeper, like a waiter.
All right. So you wave down this barkeeper. She comes up to your table, and she asks for your drink. Everybody orders their drink. Everybody gathers their sort of like, it's a little melancholy right now. Everyone's kind of on edge, knowing that the shadow might be there. And as the barmaid comes in, you see at the door Samai, a kind of a 5 foot tall, monkeyish looking fellow, wearing a nice suit. Like it's shiny, like it's studded with diamonds, but it's not really. It's just the leathering and the twine used makes it shiny. And he has two people with him, two humans, both rugged looking but well dressed. Their faces are sort of dirty, but they're wearing as nice of outfit as well. more of just like a floofy shirt and like floofy pants with swords dangling from their belt. Then you see the Samai look at you, a smile on his face, and he walks up to Dracus, and he greets Dracus. Dracus, my old friend, how have you been? Dracus just looks at him and is like, good, my friend, good. He sits down and he introduces everyone. He's like, Sebas, Ryujin, Vicky, this is my good friend Jackson, the Samai, leader of the Belrose Syndicate.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. Would you like some milk? I ordered milk earlier now. He really likes milk.
Okay.
Ryujin merely huffs.
Huh? What a lively bunch you got here, Dracus. It's for the time being. But on other hand, are your friends gonna sit down with us? No. They'll walk around. They'll keep guard while we talk. I have asked you for the favor here, and it's odd. It seems that a lot of our magical brethren have been disappearing. Fairies, fauns, the Galapas, they've all just been disappearing. We have no clue where they've gone. That's terrible news. Do you have any leads? Yes, we have some leads. Just not ones that we would particularly like. We do believe that it is the Belrose family kidnapping these creatures. What do you mean? And as the Samai is going to explain what's happening, the three of you right now, I want you to roll for reaction.
Is
So
that
you-
the?
So
are
you
we
were
rolling D12s?
you're rolling your two d12s, but no fear,
Okay.
no hope. You're just rolling your d12s and you're telling me the number.
I have a 6.
Okay.
Four.
Remember, guys, if you roll two of the same number, it's a critical success.
Oh,
Wait,
I forgot about
What's
that.
the highest number, right?
You roll two d12s. The highest number will be 24.
Uh, 10.
Okay. All right. That's not gonna be fun for you guys. So, as Jackson is about to explain more information, the front of this tavern explodes.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Hold up. All of you had some terrible rolls, so I'm going to roll for your damages. It's not gonna be nice. Let me find the right dice for explosion. Would be these ones. Right, and good thing I have 3 dice because they're all different to you. All right, so, okay, Ryujin, you were closest to the door. You take 12 points of force damage. And then Sebas, you take 7. And Vicky, you only take 2. The explosion was large in scale, but because of your height and stature, you
I'm a very small fawn.
it kind of went over you.
Okay.
So the table gets flown back. Everyone is just dazed and confused. What are you guys doing?
Okay, I think Vicky would immediately scramble to her feet and just be on guard here. Like, she doesn't know what that was.
Is she still dazed? Is she looking around?
She would definitely be looking around to assess, like, maybe if everyone else is okay, because she does tend to be more concerned with the warriors around her and than with the people who maybe don't have the means to defend themselves. And obviously, this is not a normal thing to happen in a tavern, so she's expecting a fight.
All right. So Vicky gets up, starts looking around. She's frantic. She's trying to see if everyone at her table is okay. The two guards that Jackson brought were right there at the explosion. You see their corpses just behind you. They're bleeding out. There's nothing you could have done. Ryujin, Sebas, where are you at?
Well,
I,
being
I,
that
I,
Go, Sebas.
Sebas quickly jumps up, a little dazed, and draws his bow, but he's also side-eyeing his milk that got destroyed because he never got to have it. So he's a little irritated.
So Sebas, one of the few that were least damaged in this explosion, gets up, bow ready at the action, drawn, looking for what's around him. You see what's going on around you. There's chaos right now. People are running out. Those that haven't been too injured are just scrambling. Just chatter everywhere. Like someone's like, "Where's my wife?" Someone else just like, "My leg!" And a third person you can hear is just crying under the table, whimpering. Ryujin, what are you doing?
well, being that Ryujin took the brunt of the explosion, but given his race, he gets up, dazed at first, and checks to make sure that his compatriots that were there with him are okay. He sees Sebas is up, bow in hand at the ready. Vicky is, checking on the surrounding areas. So Ryujin immediately spins around. He's pissed. His Draconis nature is showing because this was an unforeseen attack. His scales are slightly singed. His tail has a little glint of residual fire on it, so he flicks his tail to swat away the debris that came crashing down around the door frame to create an opening and fan some of the flames out of the way as he reaches behind him to draw his sword and stab it into the ground because he's still a little woozy, so he has to use it to keep himself upright. But he's standing, pulling himself into battle-ready position, and then he yells over his shoulder to his compatriots, "Is everyone all right? Speak."
And as you yell, "Is everyone all right?" and speak, you hear Dracus yell out, "I'm a little injured. I'm fine." As he gets up from under some rubble, holding Jackson. Jackson was sitting next to you, Ryujin, and he didn't get so lucky as to survive the blow. And as Dracus gets up, you see just a piece of wood lodged in his abdomen, just in his gut. And he looks down and he goes, "Well, that's not gonna heal anytime soon."
Oh my god. Okay. Vicky would immediately run to him and she would just start she I'm not gonna lie, she's gonna rip her dress. And she's just gonna just shove it at him and just I don't know, wrap it around yourself. Oh my god, how can you just not, you have to scream or something, my god. And meanwhile she's going to be this is something that she might feel a little responsible in a way, because she's usually more perceptive, and she's just been so distracted and nervous with this meeting that was supposed to happen, that she would feel like maybe she missed something, and she would just be kind of just kind of patting him all over, like, "Oh my god, are you injured anywhere else? What? You have to tell me."
Vicky,
Impaled. Dracus.
Vicky, I'm fine. Help Sebas, help Ryujin. I gotta get Jackson out of here. We have to get out. We have to get out. There's no other way. And then as as Dracus is just warning everyone that they have to get out, you immediately see night guards rush into you guys. And if you look at the stream that I have for you guys, I already have a marker where you guys are at.
Okay.
All right, so you 3 night guards coming. These you know they're night guards because you see on their armor they're wearing the Belrose family sigil on their shoulder. They all have short swords and shields. All right, weapons drawn at you, specifically you. They ignore everyone else around the tavern and they're looking at you. Who's first? Who wants to make the first move?
So hold on, I'm sure because I'm trying to look at the map and get a good idea. Can you just quickly highlight where we currently are in relation to the night guards?
Right here.
So I
Did
can
you not see the stream?
No, I see your mouse. Just use your mouse.
Oh, yeah, there you guys are right here. So you're in front.
Okay,
You're in front.
Got it. All right. So we're right there.
You're right there.
I'm not. I'm not seeing anything on the stream besides the.
All right, no. Are you looking at the Discord stream?
Yeah, it's in it'll be in real time on the Discord stream.
There we go. Okay. That helps. That would help.
That would definitely help. All right, so the 3 guards, they surround you. You guys are tattered and worn out. The guards are surrounding you, and all you hear them yell is, "Get down! Drop your weapons!"
Now, to be clear, are these guards like of the city? That's the
Yeah, you
this
see the
family
family, the
runs
Belrose
city?
sigil on their shoulders.
All right. Sebas is gonna choose to be logical right now. He's just gonna set his bow down and observe without looking like a threat.
All right, so Sebas sits his bow down without looking like a threat. The guard closest to you, Sebas, like slightly lowers his blade. It's still pointed at you, but it's no longer like at head level, like waist level. It's now kind of like right there at your legs, like ready in case you do move, but not so much where he's kind of like noticing you're not a threat.
Okay. And,
All right.
and Sebas goes, I don't know what's going on, but I think we should all calm down just a little bit.
All right. Anybody else? Who's next? Ryujin?
No, fuck that. You know what? And Vicky's gonna take a step toward the guard that's closest to her.
Okay.
She's gonna be like, okay. She's not drawn her daggers. They are
Okay.
still sheathed. But she is going to cross her arms, kind of puffing out her little fawn chest. And she's gonna be like, exactly what kind of entrance was that? Do you know you could have hurt all the people in here, or do you just not care? What's your deal, huh?
The guard looking at you is just kind of confused. Like you got close to him. You're about this big. And instead of him lowering his guard like the one that Perseus did, he kind of points his sword closer to your face and just yells, "Stay back and get on the floor." Just
So
reiterating
at that point, Ryujin takes his greatsword out of the ground and puts it between them, with the blade facing the guard, while whipping his tail at the guard to what I believe is Ryujin's left.
The one on the stairs or the one between the tables?
The one between the one on the stairs. 'Cause
Okay.
that's from the angle, it looks like, yeah. So it'll be the one while he's whipping his tail to keep them at bay. And then he says in a very threatening tone, "Take one more step, and it'll be the last you take."
And at that moment, the guard between the tables lunges at you. And what's your evasion?
My evasion is 8.
8. All right, so I'm gonna roll. Okay, it's a 5. He misses. The guard between the tables runs towards you, swings his sword, but misses completely. Do you attack? What are you gonna do?
So, seeing that the guard made the first move, Ryujin lets out a deep guttural growl and responds not with his sword, but with his claw intentionally aimed at the guard's chest for damage, but not to kill.
Okay, so roll your 2d12s and tell me if it was with hope or fear. Remember.
Okay. Oh no. D12 hit the floor.
You got to re-roll them both again.
Okay, let's add them together, right?
Add them together, and then you know one was your fear and one was your hope. Which one was higher?
Okay, so the highest is 11, and the second one was 10.
So which one was the one for 11? Was that one you designated hope or fear?
That's the... Yeah, that's hope.
Okay, so you
that
give
one's
yourself
fear.
one hope. If the 11 is the hope die, right?
Yeah.
Right, so you give yourself one hope. And then I need you to roll. So you did your claws. It would be a d6. So roll a d6 for damage.
These are... Okay. So, roll, and it is a 5.
5. Okay. So that 5 damages him. So he gets hit. You swipe up. You hit him. You hit him right under his helmet, just enough to graze like his chin and just really get into him. As he flies back, he groans in pain, like, "Ah!" Taking that damage. And then the guard at the steps looks at what happens, and he charges at you as well. And then let me see, what was your evasion again? 8. All right. 11. He hits. So he charges at you. Your focus was on the guard that you hit, and he does 6 points of damage to you. He swings his sword down and just grazes your shoulder, just hits you hard with it. But and then remember, would that do damage to you? I don't have your.
So minor damage. That's a 9. So it's minor. I think.
It'd be minor, so you would lose. So you would be at 1. You would mark 1 health from the explosion, then 1 health from this attack.
Got it.
All right, so you take that to the back of your shoulder. You hit it. It hurts. It got you. What is Vicky or Sebas? You can jump in at any time.
Are either of these
Go ahead.
are either of these guards like, are they facing like the
They're
guard
all
that I'm
facing.
nearest?
They're all facing Ryujin now. The
They're-
guard that was at
okay,
you looked
so-
away.
I'm tanking.
Can I get behind him? Can I get behind him and try and stab him in the back?
He's facing. He's already facing Ryujin. He's like right here. You can
Okay.
go back.
Yeah.
So you can
I would
move
like to
behind
try
him.
and I would like to try and get a little sucker stab in there.
All right. So you would try to. So you're gonna roll with a disadvantage because his heightened senses are up. So I need you to roll.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me see. It would be you roll for finesse.
Finesse.
Finesse would
Okay.
be your sneak. So I
So
want you to
I'm
see
going
if you can
to-
finesse your way around. But your finesse would add
So okay. I'm rolling my 12s, right?
2d12s. Yes, and you're gonna tell me with hope or fear.
Okay. Okay. That is a 9 with hope.
A 9 with hope. Right. So
Yes.
you get your hope,
Okay.
but it did not succeed. You did not sneak past him. Even though the guard was looking at Ryujin, he still had his beat on you. He still had his side eye on you, and he noticed you trying to get behind him. And he saw you, and then as you try to get behind him, He swung his shield at you. What's your evasion?
Well,
12. Okay. Ooh, 13. So he hits you with the
Oh, boy.
shield. He smacks you, and he does 5 points of damage to you. He smacks you with his shield, sucker punching you in the face with it, and you tumble back. And he turns around to you and he says, "Don't fucking move." Sebas.
At this point, Ryujin yells over his
Hold up,
shoulder.
Sebas got to make a move.
Sebas-
He's been doing nothing.
itching.
So I yell at Sebas,
Yeah.
Sebas, come to your senses and put those elf eyes to use.
So, Sebas is not too concerned about Ryujin. He knows that he's a big, tough warrior, right? So he's okay. He looks over at Vicky. Is it Vicky?
Vicky.
Yes,
Am I saying
that's how you pronounce it anyway.
So, is the guard that she just tried to get that hit her?
Is the one.
He's looking at her, right?
Yeah, so she would be right here, smacked behind the wall, like to the wall, and
Okay.
the guard, this one, would be right there on her.
Okay. So all right. I tried to be cordial here. Screw this. Sebas grabs the chair next to him and throws it at the soldier in front of Vicky to get the eyes of that
Oh
soldier
my
on him,
god.
Right.
and the back on her.
I'm not gonna let you roll for that because that's just funny as fuck. I'll roll for his damage because that is a chair. It's not gonna be that high, right? 3.
And here comes Sebas
Okay.
with the chair.
So it doesn't damage him. It just annoys the fuck out of him. He turns his back. You see the chair swung at him, smack him, and it's like, oh, who the fuck threw a chair? And then he turns around at you and he sees you like finish throw position, and he's like, stand the fuck down. And he's now 100% focused on you. He takes 3 steps at you. He is now behind Ryujin because Ryujin's facing at the other two. Ryujin, what do you do?
So at this point, I decide to put my tail to good use, and I swing my tail towards that same guard in an attempt to hook his ankle and swing him into the guard that's currently in front of me, trying to center all the guards in front of me.
Roll with strength. Roll with strength. I want to hear this. Roll with strength.
Okay, that's a D12, right?
That's the 2 D12s.
Okay.
Again, fear and hope.
Okay. Hope 7.
What was the fear?
1.
Okay, so you rolled an 8. Okay. Unfortunately, they didn't go out as good as you did. You grab him with your tail, and he was so focused on trying to get to Sebas, he felt the tail, and it just kind of flicks it off, looks at you, and then continues approaching Sebas. Vicky, what do you do?
Okay. Okay, well, Vicky absolutely found a little piece of meat still left on one of the tables, and she's eating that at the moment. And, she's like, listen, I didn't even get my dinner yet, and you're being really rude, and you're not even explaining why you're here, and you've impaled my master, and I really don't appreciate that, and you messed up my nice dress. Do you know how much this costs? And she's going to, she's just gonna attempt a full-on, just immediate stab. Just
Alright.
to his fucking...
To the one walking towards Sebas?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll for that.
Okay.
Roll. And I'll tell you
That is a 13 with hope.
that you hit him. You damage him. All right, so roll for blade damage. The ones for your daggers.
My D...
Whatever it
my
says on your
D8s?
things. Yes.
Okay. D8. I'm sorry, I don't know what the D8 is. Hang on, let me find it.
It's the diamond looking one.
Okay. I found it. Do I roll two d8s?
You're using both daggers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2d8s.
Okay, that's a 4 and a 6.
All right, 4
So
and
10
6.
in total.
10 in total. Oh, he lost 2 health. All right, so the guard is walking towards Sebas. You get mad at him. You leap in the air, and you just stab him in the shoulders under his armor plate, and you kind of just bounce off him, kind of launch him a little bit towards Sebas, but like he's too much in pain dealing with the fact that he got stabbed with the daggers in his back, and he still decides like you're not worth it. It's Sebas he wants. Ryujin, the 2 guards facing at you are now with it. Just they took their steps close to you. They are now within striking range. What are you gonna do?
So, seeing that Vicky has stabbed the guard approaching Sebas, I let out a hearty roar of laughter and I say, "The little one has spunk." And now, you know, he's ready for battle after seeing that. He's thinking, he's like, okay, now it's time to show what I've got. So he takes his great sword and he completely draws it. It's out of the ground and it's at the ready. And since they're pretty much on me, I'm gonna try to go for. I'm going for a wide arc swing using the flat of the blade. I just kind of want to like smack them out of the way.
All right,
To give
so
us some breathing room.
you're gonna roll for that. 10 for one, 20 for both.
Okay, so 12, 10 for one, 20 for both. Oof. 13.
13. Okay. And then roll your d6 for the first one.
Right. That is a 4.
4. Okay, so that'd be. Ooh, okay. Okay, which one are you hitting? Are you starting swinging from left to right or right to left?
I'm gonna go right to left. So the one that's directly in front of me, trying to hit the one that's next to me
Alright.
closest to the stairs.
Got it. So, you grab your sword, you swing the backside at it. The guard. Oh, okay. Yeah, the guard the guard to your right, the one that you clawed already. He's already injured from the claw in his face. Looks at the sword coming at him. He gets smacked into it by the helmet, and kind of jumps back a little bit, dazed and confused through the hit. The second guard saw that and just ducked under it. And in that, he swings at you again. What was your evasion? I'm not gonna remember this. Oh, you guys are gonna tell me every time. 8. Hits you. And he does 3 points of damage. He ducks under and he swings his sword at you and he grazes you barely, doing 3 points of damage. Sebas, you got one guard at you. You got Ryujin striking. What are you gonna do? What is happening now in your head? Is he here? Daniel!
Help!
Daniel! Where the... Is he here?
The elf man has left us.
The elf has left you guys. He said, fuck you all. I'm out of here.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Oh, there you are.
gosh.
I oh, God.
You're what?
Hang on.
Oh
Sorry.
no.
Yeah, as soon as it went to me, my headphones died. Sorry. Like the timing was so bad.
So what are you doing?
Okay, so you can hear me?
Barely.
Yes.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, which one of these 3 guards is the most injured?
The most injured would be the one in front, this one right here, and then this one close between you and Vicky, and then the one to the right of Ryujin.
Okay. So Sebas draws his bow back, and he takes aim, and he is trying to get a bullseye right where the helmet is open between the guy's eyes. The one that's coming at him.
The one that's coming at him. All right.
The one that I threw the chair at.
The one. Okay. The one between you and Vicky.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, since he is so close to you, you immediately you get that shot because of your experience as a mercenary. You don't have to roll for this. It's there. Roll your damage with your bow, which I forgot what it was.
Is that the 6?
You have it on your card that says what your bow's damage is.
D6 plus 3 physical.
All right, so roll a d6.
5.
5 plus how much physical?
3.
3. Ooh,
And
okay.
then does the bullseye experience with the bow give me another +2? Is that how that works?
No, it would have been for your roll to do it, but since you're so close, you don't need that roll. So it was just damage. Yeah, it was just damage. Okay. So you aim for that guard. You draw your bow, but you were so close you didn't even have to look that up. You just whoop. And all you see is the guard just stiffen straight up, fall down dead. Gone. This guy's dead. This guy's out of the picture. Doom. See, deleted. As you see that guy, just boom, you hear the thump on the floor. The other two guards look, and you just hear one of them yell, "Kevin, no!" And he's angry. That guard is angry now. So he gets...
Evan spilled my milk.
That guard decides to get off of Ryujin, walk towards you. He was already right there between you and Ryujin. So he is now swinging his sword at you, but he's swinging it erratically. Daniel, what is your evasion?
12.
12. Okay. Natural 1.
Oh.
In his anger, he starts swinging sporadically, but you're just backstepping every swing, like you're just having a good time. You're just dancing with him, and then he's just after his like 5th or 6th swing, he's just gassed out. Ryujin, what are you doing?
In the meantime, seeing that Sebas is having the time of his life, I completely ignore the fight going on behind me because I'm like, okay, Sebas has it. Apparently, Vicky is still eating her chicken or whatever's going on. So I'm going to continue focusing my effort on the guard in front of me. And since Sebas drew first blood, I'm pretty much thinking, well, might as well finish the job. So I'm going for the fatal blow to slice him pretty much clean in two from his left shoulder to his right ribcage with my greatsword.
All right, roll.
All right. Don't fail me now. 12 hope, 8 fear.
So 20 damage. That hits him. All right, roll for damage with your longsword.
All right. That's the 6, right?
That's the 6. And you get 1 physical.
That is 4.
4, 5. Okay. Well, either way, he was gonna die anyway. He was low. All right. You swing your sword full force from his right shoulder down to his waist. As you swing, you hear the crunch of the armor slicing through him. And as you're trying to go there clean, you stop right where his spine is, and you realize your longsword gets stuck on his spinal cord, and you just flick him off your blade. Just a mangled body just hits a table. And he just flops down like into 2 pieces, everything spilling out, just done. He's dead. the final guard is like, what the fuck? Just in total shock and everything. And he kind of like backs up to the wall and just gasps for breath. And all of you are just looking at him like ready to strike. And as you both sort of approach him, you just see a bright light in him flying across the fucking hall. Like just over you guys out there. And as you see, you look at the hole that's left on this wall. A small fairy walks in. Megan.
I finally get to play.
Megan, yep. Introduce yourself and tell them what you did to launch that motherfucker in the air.
What did I do to launch that motherfucker in the air? Alright. This little 2-foot tall fairy walks in and looks very like annoyed. And it's just like, why didn't anyone invite me to the party? And what she had done is, we'll say it was the Unleash Chaos spell.
Unleash Chaos, alright.
Mm-hmm.
So you did the spell. You launched that guard up. He is dead. He is out. Oh, wrong one. There you go.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I killed Vicky!
He just flings out, hits this wall. He's dead. He's gone. You four, you gather up. Sebas and Ryujin just look at this fairy. Dracus too. He's just watched all you guys murder these guards, but he's just like still limping towards you guys. Looks at the fairy, and is like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Vicky's
Who the
gonna
fuck are
spit
you?
in here, and she's going to be like,
Belle, what the fuck did I tell you about? You can't come. I told you to stay where you were, and you didn't listen to me.
Vicky,
I should
explain.
absolutely take you.
Vicky, explain.
Oh, right, of course. Dracus, there's a really good explanation for this, of course. You see, this is my friend, and she's really cute. Aren't you, Belle? She's
Did
really
somebody spill
cute.
milk on the floor?
Oh, yeah, well,
Let's talk about it.
we were having a party. And Sebas was the main entertainment, really. What are you doing here?
So like every time you make me stay in another shitty tavern, it's like super boring. And so I was going for a walk, and then I saw some like shit was going on to see what was going on. That's all.
I don't know what you mean about making you stay at taverns when I'm doing these meetings, Belle. I don't know. We just
In the middle of
hang
this
out
conversation, Dracus, who's already leaning on Ryujin's shoulder, just like Ryujin is holding him up on his shoulder, Dracus, like his free arm, grabs Vicky's shoulder, and it's like, enough for the pleasantries. Let's make our way out of here. And all five of you just, you're basically walking with a limping Dracus, and Dracus is just trying to figure out what's going on. Everything just went so fast, so chaotic. And as you're walking out into the main city, you see just chaos. There's fire here, fire there, royal guards just rushing everywhere, trying to figure something out. And like you hear one say, "Hey, you, stop!" And as he's like walking towards you, just another group of bandits just come out and like pin him to the floor, and they just end up fighting the rest of these guards, giving you time to escape into the main city. You guys find an empty alleyway. Vicky, now Ryujin, you set Dracus down. You sit him down, and you look at his wound, and I need you to give me a medical check, which would be in your knowledge. So roll with knowledge.
Oh, wait, what die is that?
Your two
Lord.
D12s.
Oh Lord.
All right, hold up. Before you do the roll, okay. Do the roll. What's the roll?
12 and 12.
Well, critical success.
Yeah.
Critical success. You lose all your stress and you heal 1 point.
Hell yeah.
All right. So you look at the wound. You realize what this wound is. You see that the piece of lumber is in his liver. You realize like this is not a survivable wound. So you hold Dracus in the shoulder and you give him the look of the nod of just like it's almost time. So Dracus looks at you and he realizes what you looked at him. Like he realized you spoke to him with your face and he said, he's just there and he's like, Vicky, over here.
What is it?
He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a bloody letter and the locket he was looking at before. He hands it to you and he just says, you can trust these two with your life.
What are you
And-
talking about? What do you mean I can trust them? You're not coming with us?
And he just
You
looks
look
at
fine.
he looks at you with sadness and he just mumble, he's just like just not feeling right and he just grabs your shoulder and then rolls his hand down to your arm and holds it tight. And as he grips it tight, you feel that strength of tightness, but you also feel it losing strength. Slowly, you hear him breathing, and he's breathing is shallower and shallower.
Just what am I going to do?
His
Am I going
grip
to tell everyone
releases
else?
completely. Dracus didn't make it. Dracus is dead.
What do I have to do about help? I have to help. You have to do something.
Ryujin, seeing the pain on Vicky's face, places a clawed hand on her shoulder gently, and he whispers, I'm sorry, little one, but he is gone, and we have a job to do.
Vicky is going to look back at Belle, and apart from the very obvious pain and just tragic sadness on her face, she's also going to have a look of pure anger. And she's just going to stand up and wipe her tears from her face. And she's going to be like, well, this is Belle. And, I don't know what the hell is going to happen back home now. There's a lot I don't know what to do with him. We have to do a job here, right? I think we should figure out what that attack was about first. Belle, I suppose you're coming with us, even though I told you to stay at home. My God. Belle, and she's just gonna go and absolutely tackle hug her friend. Who is half her size.
So you both.
Belle
So
is absolutely like she does not know what to do in this situation.
so as you four just gathered around Dracus's body, mourning the loss of your friend, Sebas and Ryujin, they're used to death like this, so their attention is more towards what's going on. They know to themselves they can mourn later. And Sebas goes up to the fawn and the fairy, just puts his hand on the shoulder and just like, we must leave. And as soon as you say that, like the moment the word leave leaves your mouth, you hear, over here! And you see to the alleyway 5 more guards coming at you. All
Sebas is just annoyed. Oh, these losers again.
the 4 of you.
You see, we're in the middle of something here.
The 4 of you yell obscenities at them before you all start bolting out, running away. And then we're gonna take a 15-minute break because I'm pretty sure we're all need to
Oh
piss.
my
and all that.
God. My God. Wow.
15 minutes, guys. All right. Who needs to take a piss? Who needs to drink?
be right back.
Like, are you wanting us to volunteer that information?
Yeah.
No, I want
Everybody
you-
say it nice and loud for stream, please.
I want you to take the microphone to the bathroom and let's hear the stream.
I have to go.
Oh my god. Bro, you fucking Yuli. My
Oh,
god.
by the way, I'm gonna take a piss too.
Well, okay. You're gonna get yelled at when you get back. Not really.
Everybody go tinkle.
Poor Vicky. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I actually cried for a minute.
Aw.
I could hear
I
it.
didn't know I would be attached to a character that I literally did not flesh out at all in my mind. Poor Vicky. I hope she didn't crush poor Belle to death, but she might have crushed her a little bit. She did. I wanted you to picture like she just full on absolutely tackled the shit out of her. It was like, oh my god, I'm really happy you're here.
Belle's like completely crushed, just like, I'm sorry for your loss.
I have a nickname for Belle. Like upon your
Uh-oh.
introduction, I immediately knew what I'm gonna nickname you.
What?
I'm gonna call you Little Light. Anytime I'm referencing Belle, I'm gonna refer to her as Little Light.
I'll take it.
I will be back momentarily.
Same.
I feel like I'm getting my voice into this. I feel like I'm coattailing it.
Oh, you're doing a great job.
It's hard. It's hard to remember everything that I had. I had dropped half of what I had written down. It was gonna be more
It's
intricate.
Like the world is being built, because as we're adding to it, like there's so many things that are changing and evolving.
There's so many intricacies. I'm like, damn, this is a lot. There's like a big checklist. I'm like, I'm just gonna simplify this shit.
Yeah, it's hard running
You're doing
games because
great.
you're like, you'll think, hey, this thing that the players should do is pretty obvious, and your players are gonna be like, hey, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want.
I mean, you got Daniel over here who, like, for half the fight was sipping milk, just watching everything.
Trying
happen
to
and
sip milk,
staring at
mourning,
Oh,
mourning
God.
the death of his milk.
it. He's just
I
like,
also
Oh
really
my
love
God.
that Liz, the chronic eater on stream, came up with an in-canon reason why her mouth was full.
Absolutely, I did. 100%.
just-
We are,
you
in
just-
fact, in a tavern, and we're in the middle of.
You see one of the tables, like there's just food on it, and a little bit of debris, and you just see a small fawn hand like reach over and grab a chicken leg.
Yeah, she was like,
Like, if I was a
"Oh, hang
human
on,
character,
just
I
a
would
second. Let
definitely
me
been
grab
like,
that."
Are you okay? Like, you just took
I
a shit
definitely-
to the face.
You know, if you were a
If
human
she
character,
hadn't-
you'd be
if-
dead.
Oh, God.
If
yeah,
she,
that's
if
true.
like literally, if she had another chance to attack, she would have been like, "Well, apparently they haven't heard of salt in this part of the world," and then attack after saying that little quip.
It just, oh. This is gonna
I
be
did not get the chance though, unfortunately.
This is gonna be a fun campaign. I can already tell.
She just made the
I'm
world
enjoying
building decision for you that they don't season their food in Belrose.
Not in, yeah.
Not the way Vicky's used to. Absolutely not.
We've already established that Sebas prioritizes milk over everything.
Oh my god, that's so
His milk
funny.
got spilled,
Listen,
bro.
you gotta know what your priorities are, though.
Yeah, dude. I'm surprised like everybody took as much damage as they did. I'm like, damn, I would expected you to take more.
Oh
but-
yeah.
Oh, y'all took.
He's a
Not
little
me.
bit fucked
I
up.
didn't take any damage at all.
You just showed up like a gangster and it's like, what up, bitch?
Fucking-
I told you I was gonna
Make
give you a
it bigger
dope ass
than
intro.
aimball, bro.
I'm gonna finish it.
I told you I was gonna give you a badass entrance. I was just waiting for them to kill 2 of the guards, but it took them fucking forever.
You guys have no idea how long I was standing out there just waiting.
Waiting for the queue to come in.
She actually was like perfectly capable of helping us earlier. She just wanted to wait.
So she's just like looking up at a window, just like floating up there, looking at us like, I'll wait till there's one left. Watching them get brutally beaten.
Ah,
the
they'll be
whole town's
fine.
on fire. She's like, not yet.
Nah,
It's not epic enough yet.
I'm tiny and adorable, okay? It's really hard to look badass. I have to really orchestrate these moments.
I gave you a badass entrance though. Just seeing that guard. Whoa!
Yeah, nerd. Get fucked.
Fun fact, she wasn't actually aiming for the guard. She was actually mad at Vicky for not inviting her. She just happened
You
to, he just happened to
You
be
left
away.
me at a tavern so you could go to a different tavern.
It would not be the first time she threw a fireball at my face.
Would never throw a fireball at your
You know
I'm
what's
not gonna
funny?
lie, it had crossed my mind, but I was like, it's too early in the campaign. I wanted to yeet Sebas at one of the guards because he was so dumbfounded.
It could have worked too. You could have grabbed your tail at him and just flung him.
Just grab him with my tail and just flung him. It's like, he'll be fine.
I like that what held you back is it's too early in the
It's
campaign.
too
I'm
early.
gonna build up to throwing
You
people.
gotta build up to throwing people.
The original thing was this tavern was gonna be attacked, but I was thinking of like maybe like a large snake or something. I'm like, no, you know what? Let's go with the guards because I think a snake would kill him instantly.
I'm just proud of myself for doing my tanking duties.
You
as a
did take a
medic.
lot of damage. I'm like,
So
Absolutely.
So well.
I was thinking like every time they do damage, I'm like, oh, I'm glad it's under this thread because I think I remember your threshold. I'm like, oh, thank God it's under this.
It was fun for me because I don't know how combat works in this game, so I was just listening, like, oh, okay, I get it.
And the more we play, the more we'll get into it. The more everybody will be in tune with their characters, as Megan knows.
Well, yeah.
her character's just mellow. You didn't invite me to the dinner, you asshole.
What the fuck, Vicky?
1 second going, what the fuck, Biggie? To the next second going like, I'm sorry for your loss.
But like awkwardly,
Bro.
because she's also looking at these two people she's never met and just like,
Yep.
who was that guy?
Sebas with his unfinished milk mustache.
The tragedy.
It's a milk Hitler stash.
So rude.
Thought of it being all fucking sad, and then Sebas is just standing there.
So Sebas just standing there looking solemn with a milk mustache.
You're gonna destroy my milk, and then I tried to be nice and cordial, and then you still wanna start being all stabby. No,
It's unacceptable behavior.
unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Get the chair.
Dude, that what threw me off. You threw a chair and I'm like, fuck, that's funny.
Mans has a whole weapon and he threw a chair.
Man had a whole bow and arrow and just threw a chair.
Dude said, take this chair. Straight WWE.
That was really funny.
Here comes Sebas with the wood chair.
Oh my god, just flung that shit.
I
Oh,
love it. The elf who doesn't act like an elf.
oh, for real.
How does our HP on my card? How much HP do I actually have? Like, how am I keeping up with this?
Okay, so, you should have asked this question before we started.
Well, I took 7 damage. I know like how much damage I took. I just need to know how to like count
All right,
it up.
you look under minor, major, and severe damage. You see Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3.
Yeah.
So, What's your? Oh, I know what it is. So I have the card uploaded here, so I can tell you. So your minor damage is all the way up to 7. So 6 and under, you mark 1 HP.
Okay.
Between 7 and 14, you mark 2. Anything higher than 14 is 3. So even if you take 100 points of damage, you still only mark 3. Unless I say it kills you.
Okay.
Unless I arbitrarily decide that you
Unless I
die.
arbitrarily end your existence.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Sebas, I took some hits for you, man.
Look, I would have jumped in to help you, but Vicky was over there getting ragdolled.
She was good. She had her piece of chicken.
I
She
held
was
my own a
like,
little bit.
That's the,
I
I,
stabbed him.
wait till I get back up.
I'm laughing
Yeah.
like as soon as that happened, I envisioned Vicky getting smacked with the shield, and you just hearing the boom,
That's what I heard in my head. I heard a dunk.
boom.
All I needed was like the wee.
Boom,
And she was just gone.
It's blown. Oh
Like,
man.
animated, that would be hilarious. You got Vicky just getting smacked across the room, grabbing a piece of chicken as she's flying with a wee, and then Sebas is just staring at the floor, just staring at his milk.
Well, what's funny
A
is like
little tear makes its way down his cheek.
I'm looking at the map, and like 3 of the kingdoms I named are like named after anime kingdoms or anime names. Because I named the kingdom that Greg is from, his Draconis. I named them all. What was that anime? Tenchi Muyo. Yeah. All of the Tenchi Muyo. The people, places, names. Tenchi Muyo.
Hell yeah.
Because I know that's his favorite anime.
All time.
Mm-hmm. And then I gave Baharuth because I like the name Baharuth, and it's from Overlord, which I know Daniel appreciates.
I do appreciate that.
I mean, your character is named Sebas.
Strong name.
Very much a strong name.
Liz
I
over
almost-
here naming her stream Daggerheart with the boys. What the
Daggerheart.
fuck, man?
Megan
Oh,
a
you're
boy.
right. Hang on. Let me change that. Let me change
Megan
it.
is a boy. Megan's one
I'm
of
one
the
of
boys.
the boys.
You are one of the boys.
Actually, you know what? Let me check out her
Here
stream.
we go.
real quick.
I've
I wanna see
updated
what
it.
This looks like. If
Shut up.
Twitch
I did what I
decides to-
could.
If Twitch decides to fucking load up, I don't know why, but my Twitch does not want to work with me. It's like on permanent.
Twitch is still a thing.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now, and it's funny. Yo, look at all your guys' pictures. I like that she has Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
Oh yeah, I didn't mess
She
with all of
changed
that.
it.
That was
None
gonna
of
take
that.
me too. Do you know how many fucking things they have that are just like image, 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 image? And I was like, it's fine the way it is.
It's fine. It's fine, everyone. It's okay the way it is. I will change it in the future when I give a fuck. Oh, that shit's so funny. Oh, you guys are seeing that. We'll go back to this one. Is there at? All right, let's see. Where? Oh, I gotta change.
Yeah, because I'm using your Discord stream as my reference map.
A big golden flash of light. I finally get to play.
Right.
Oh, actually, you guys are technically out of combat, so we'll just continue the 10-hour Skyrim combat
Megan's-
music.
Megan's over there, like, not
The
even. She's
music
just
oddly
reading her
picked
tarot.
up at
in the
best
background.
time.
I told you I was playing solitaire.
I was trying to speed things up. I was like, again, I was waiting for you guys to kill 2 of them, but y'all decide to spread it out so evenly it delayed the kills. I just-
I
That's why
actually,
I
I was just
group
like
'em up.
playing with my dice, and I rolled so many amazing rolls that were completely useless.
I took that personally.
I wanted to group them up, but I miffed my group up attack.
Oh my god, that you tried to like you like I want to grab him with my tail and throw it, and I like the difficulty is 15, 13. Well, you failed.
Damn it.
I was gonna make it even funnier, but you rolled like pretty close to it. I'm like, it's gonna do something. But like, if you failed that roll, like even lower than 10, I was gonna be like, he sees your tail wrap around his leg and he just flicks it off like it's a dog trying to hump his leg. Like, get the fuck off me. All right, 15 minutes are up. All right, we good? We all here? Everyone refreshed?
Yeah.
I like
we're
how
all good.
everyone was quiet, and I'm like, all right, I don't know if
Yeah.
everyone's good.
Yeah.
Daniel, you there? I didn't hear your fucking voice.
Oh my god, is it doing this shit again?
No, we hear you. We just need to confirm.
Yeah, I hear you.
Sebas.
All right, back into it. So, you guys heard the guard say, over here. All four of you look at each other. You so, Ryujin, you grab Vicky by the arm and you drag her with you, run with her. And then Sebas, you don't hold on to Belle's arm. You actually just grab her and you start running with her like she's a football.
Oh my god.
So you're just running.
Just tucked under his arm.
Just tucked under his arm like she's a football, and you start dragging ass. You guys are running, hiding. You're sneaking around. The city is in total chaos. As you're trying to run away, you're sneaking around. You're trying not to get seen by more guards. You're noticing that the guards are rounding people up in the city center. You notice that he got humans, orcs. Let me remember my list of creatures I said that would be okay. All right, here we go. Human, orc, clank, giant, infernus. Like the kind of more humanesque people, kind of just, you see them get it grounded on one side, and then on the other side you see dwarf, you see fawn, you see halflings, you see the Qatari, you see ribbits. You just see them on there, and you're wondering what's going on, and like they're all being set off and like separated from each other, and you hear one guy in the center of the city square. It's like, by order of the Baharuth Kingdom, these creatures are now no longer given rights. It will be They will be taken and sold around the kingdom. This has, by order of the Baharuth King, you are now considered property. And the guards are just lining everyone up, just marching them, getting everyone separated. And those that were considered acceptable, they were considered with privilege, are just wondering. Some of them, their family, like some of them were married, some of them had children that were with them. They're being taken away. Like they're just separating, humanoid from magical. They're just, nope, we're separating this. You just hear that, and all of you are just behind the building now, just wondering, like, all right, what the fuck are we gonna do? Who's talking? You guys talk.
So, realizing that the situation is appearing dire and that none of us are exempt from what's happening, I glance at Sebas and give him a silent nod, letting him know that our best course of action is to escape with our two new party mates as soon as possible to continue on with the mission that we were given, because we're better off, figuring out alive than dead. And at that point, I glance at Vicky and Belle, and
Who's still being held like a football under his arms.
I go, we need to go, little ones, and we need to go now.
But what am I gonna do? Argue with you?
Quit shouting, Belle. It's all right. At least you tried, Well, I suppose we should get going then. But I don't think it's safe here, so I'd like to take a look at the letter that he gave me.
Right.
When we have a moment.
Do you have a moment right now? Let me see. No, you don't. You the guards are just searching house to house, alleyway to alleyway. You have no time to just take and breathe. You have to get away.
Okay, so given our current position in the overall, because we're outside in the town, correct?
You're in the town. You're just roaming the alleyways.
About how far are we from the nearest gate, or I guess now checkpoint?
The nearest road exit, the one where the road leads, is about I want to say a 10-minute sneak. Like you're not running as fast as you can, you're sneaking. If you're running as fast as you can, try not to get caught. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 2. But remember, if you run and you bolt for it, you might alert guards. Or you can try to run out the wall, because there's a wall surrounding the city, and it's not that tall. It's about 5 feet. It's
Vicky
island.
is gonna look at one of those. Can she see one from where they're at?
No,
Can
she's
she see a wall?
surrounded by buildings. You're in an alleyway. Like the nearest, you have to run for a couple more minutes to see one. You guys are just
Okay.
like, you were by the city square. You were hearing what's going on. You saw what's
Okay.
going on. You're still in the middle of a city. You're quite a distance away, so you have to either run or fight.
I don't know, what do you guys think, because I'm a little wounded right now. It hurts. I'd rather not fight, but they could catch us if we try to run.
Okay, so Ryujin, weighing the options of his team and their current situation, and that Bell is being carried like a little football, decides that the best course of action is probably an unorthodox approach of putting Vicky on his back, because he's a big Draconis, but he still has the durability and maneuverability to at least start making a run for it, even if it's not as fast as Vicky and Belle if they were on their own. And he tells Sebas, can the little one fit on your back as well?
Yeah. Go ahead and jump on, okay? We'll get you out of here.
You just like grab her and then you just put her on your back. You already are holding onto her like a football. You just put her on your shoulders, basically.
This improvement.
So
Alright.
you said if running down the main road would be like
It'd be the
5 minutes, but
fastest, but you'd be
fastest,
caught.
but- Okay, so we will wind up in combat. Okay.
That's a
Here's
will.
the plan. Wait. If we go down the main road, we can reach the gate in approximately 5 minutes. But we're gonna get into a lot of bloodshed. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
So,
Oh, you guys are
Ryujin and
bolting, right?
booking. Yep.
So you're booking.
Booking.
You're booking, all right? You decide, fuck it, we're running down the main road. So you're running down, and just as soon as you step out, you already hear, hey! Hey! Stop! Halt! You just,
Go, go,
guards
go, 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 go,
are
go, go.
already on you. You start bolting. And then like, as it,
Nope.
they're shooting arrows at you, but they're not trying to hit you because they want to capture you. You guys are now considered a valuable trade. They're just chucking it, trying to scare you into running into separate directions. You make it to the gate, but you're stopped. You're halted because in front of the gate are how many did I put? Here's the next map for this. So here you go. You run down the main road. You see this little small river that separates you from your exit. Your exit is behind this waterfall. And you already see 4 guards kind of guarding this small bridge that overlooks this like small river going through the city. You can go through the river, but you will get caught. You can fight through the guards, or you can figure out a way to get around them. Like, here's the map for you guys. I'll zoom in a little bit. So you 4 are right here. Right here,
Okay.
Bell right here.
We're still on their back, right?
You guys are still on their back, yeah. So this
I
is
need
where
to
you guys are at.
interject something very important.
Yes.
Vicky, while they're running, is going to, because I'm assuming, I'm just picturing that I'm just picturing that Sebas and Rajin are running side by side,
Mhm.
and then so Vicky is gonna put on a little bit of more of a tired face than she actually is, and she's like a little bit of blood trickling down her, like just a teensy bit of blood from her minor, trickling down her forehead a little bit, and she's gonna look at Belle with her eyes half lidded, and she's gonna be like,
I think we might have made the mistake leaving Farron, Belle.
What?
and that's it.
I lost track of what she said too.
It's okay.
I mean, yeah, this place sucks.
So,
So-
you guys are right here. You see the map?
Yeah, I see.
That's where you guys are. These are the 4 guards. They see you. They've been alerted by around. They're guarding this little bridge that protects this river right here. That bridge is your bridge to the gate, but there could be another way around. I'm just saying that's one way you can go about it. They know you're there. They're ready for you. They're not going to charge at you because they know there's guards behind you charging towards you. So they're trying to sandwich you in. You have 20 minutes before the guards finally surround you. So they're just holding out.
Can I see if there's like another way to go?
Give me a. Let me see. Give me an instinct roll.
Instinct. Okay.
All right. So
it's I got 2 and 2.
2 and 2. What do you mean? Oh, critical success. Fuck.
I got double 2s.
Yep, you got critical success. So you remove 1 stress if you
Yes!
have one. All right. So you look around. You don't see a clear way out, but you see just a small enough like board. There's a single board. Let me add that. Let me just. I can do this on this thing because the other ones are
Rub your mouth,
ass.
baby.
Did I spell board right? I think I spelled it wrong.
You just play like wood board or something.
There you go. There you go. Perfect.
There you go.
Oh my god,
that's
it's
huge.
huge.
Oh my god.
So you see a single board, kind of right around here where this is at right here, and this will lead you through this house, out there, and
Okay.
that's what you see.
Guys, to the right. There's a thing. There's a thing. We can just go that way. I don't think we should fight.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to take on
And
all
sh-
these guys at once right now.
Vicky's
guys
gonna
really
literally
stuck
try and
killing
fucking.
guards.
She's gonna struggle and like literally try to turn Raijin's head very,
Alright.
very forcefully.
Well, actually, okay,
Right.
that gives me something funny, right, Region? As Vicky is like trying to tilt your head as you're trying to find a way out yourself, she notices it, but she messes with your head, and you kind of lose a little bit of balance. Give me an agility roll.
Oh, which one's that for the die?
That would be the 212, and you'll tell me with hope or fear.
Double 6s.
Critical
Oh my God.
success. Oh, guys,
Yeah,
getting
I
good
am.
rolls. I know, right? So as you're about to trip and stumble, you kind of just like use your tail to balance you out, get up. You look at Vicky and you just like scoff at her, and then she points you to the board. So you all 4 of you now are running towards this board. You guys make it to the board. You're running across. You're in this house. You're going through. You're running through people's homes. You hear, you see, you run as you're running through. You hear, oh, there's a girl like changing, and you. There's like
Sorry,
a
I'm so sorry.
there's a random
Don't look,
dude,
and she's
a random
covering-
dude
she's
just walking,
covering
drinking.
Raijin's eyes.
There's a guy. You go through one house. There's a guy trying to drink his glass of this mug of milk, and then Sebas just yanks it from his hand and takes a
Yes.
chug before he runs out.
I've been waiting this whole day.
So he just has a fresh milk mustache, and he's holding Belle on his shoulders, running behind you and Mickey. You guys make it to the gate. You guys are free and clear of the city, but you still have guards behind you.
Where are we at on the map here?
Oh no, you guys avoided the combat map because you guys rolled a bunch of criticals.
Yeah,
Okay.
Vicky started the
Oh, yeah.
process of saving us.
Yeah.
She looked around so good that a board magically appeared.
I manifested it. I'm good at that.
So you guys are outside Belrose walls, but there are still guards hearing you. Like they knew you're there. They're running towards you, but you're not the only ones there. You see plenty of other creatures just running into the small wooded fields. Like they're just trying to get away from these guards. These guards are chasing after them. Do you run? Where are you gonna run? Like in what? So you are in the south side of Belrose. You are south of Belrose. You can either go further south towards Ashton, or you can actually go. Let me see. That's north. Be west. You can go west to a pier city and maybe try to find a boat, or you can go east and try to find an airship, or you can go south and try to do both.
Guys, I think I really like the idea of getting on a boat right now.
But like a water boat or a sky boat?
Water boats. Sky boats are in the middle.
I think a water boat might be a better idea. I don't. Everything happening, I don't want to be shot down, to be honest.
Oh, that's right. You probably can't fly, huh?
No, I cannot.
We're a little
That's fair.
numerically challenged.
Well, I already knew that about you.
Well, okay. Well, I feel like you didn't have to say that in front of the guys, but okay. Well, I suppose we should find a boat. I guess since that is, I always thought that elves. I haven't met many of you, okay, but I do feel like that you have like this supernatural sort of foretelling.
I like to picture you guys are just on their shoulders, just having this conversation.
Yeah, and I would like to ask Vicky to please finally stop covering my eyes so I can see.
I'm so sorry. It's just that you cannot violate a woman's sanctity in her own home, okay? I was just protecting her innocence.
Horny lizard.
So, Ryujin, hearing everyone's concerns, lets out a slight huff because to himself, he knows being that he's an earth element, he doesn't favor water, but he doesn't want to put his new team at risk, so he reluctantly agrees to go to the pier.
So you guys want to go towards water, towards Port City.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are heading west. So you guys were facing south. You look, you see, and you. Ooh, actually, I need all of you because I want to see who says it.
Oh no.
All of you to roll me a instinct check.
I get to roll something.
Roll for instinct.
Oh, boy.
Is that a 12?
2d12
2d12, okay.
plus your instinct.
I rolled a 10.
All right.
Oh wait, is
I
it
got-
combined?
So a 10.
Or just
Plus-
the higher of the two?
No, it's combined plus your instinct, whatever your instinct is.
Oh, then it was a 12.
Okay.
I got a
Um,
15 with hope.
15 with hope. All right, so you add yourself a hope. Liz, was yours hope?
Mine was fear.
All right, so I get a fear.
I'm sorry.
No, yeah.
Way to go.
I'm
Ryujin,
sorry.
Greg, what did you roll?
So, mine was a 9 with plus, so the roll was a 9.
9 with fear or
9
hope?
plus 1 instinct.
What was the higher color
And
die?
it was 3 hope, 6 fear.
Okay, so I get another fear point. Daniel?
No.
I got 3 hope, 2 fear, and then I have +1 instinct. So I am navigationally challenged right now.
All right, so you are not English, but you have your hope. So you add yourself a hope.
I got you guys.
Ranging.
I got you.
Range reading very well.
All right. So, Belle, because you were just wandering around the city before the chaos ensued, before you started in, you noticed a map on just a random tavern wall to guide you around the city, and you saw on the map it said, from the south wall, head west for port, head east for sky boats, and head south for both. And you're like, we can head west.
Yeah, I'm like, let's go west, and they all kind of hesitate for a minute, and I'm like, that way, and I point.
Ryujin, being a proud Draconian, just lets out a huff and I knew that.
So you guys decide to trek on west, and as you're running, you're kind of running. You're not running now. You're just moving west. The girls are still on your shoulders for some reason as you're moving through this forest. Like you guys, you guys probably never felt like didn't mind. You didn't feel it, or it was just like it's too much of a hassle to put them down at this moment because you're running away from the Belrose guards. And as you're just trekking through this forest, you notice that the guards don't really enter the forest. They're not interested in the forest. They're just eh. And as
Well,
you're
there's definitely some haunted shit in here.
you're trekking through, you're witnessing that there's other magical creatures, the Galapas, the Semais, the Ribbits. They're all in fear, noting that Magni is no longer their home. They just got told that they are now property. And they're just there. You just see that you find some of them in their little tent, little campsites. They little makeshift campsite of sticks and small fires, just scared. And you're just walking by them because you know they're not doing anything to you. You're not doing anything to them. You know you must head west. They know they must head west, but they're tired. And you know you guys head west for about a few hours until you're tired. You guys set up camp for night. Do you want to take a short rest, long rest, or just no rest but just relax?
I mean, I'm fine. I'm great.
I'm good. I only have one little HP mark, so.
I have 2.
So you guys decide not to take a rest.
Ryujin goes north.
No, I'm asking. Is that the choice?
So it's nighttime, right?
It's
And we're
moon is very high up. You guys got about 6 more hours before daylight.
How much to short rest? Like,
The short rest would be the full 6 hours you have.
so basically it's do we move under the cover of darkness through a forest we're unfamiliar with, or do we wait until daylight with more visibility but a higher risk of running into problems?
Probably a higher risk of running into problems. You can rest up, and you know it's gonna be a short rest, so you can either remove some health, repair armor. None of you used your armor in the combat, so you guys have no damage to your armors. So it would just be to tend wounds at that point.
Okay, I'm fine with the short rest.
okay.
So you
I'm
guys
also down
decide
for that.
short rest. All right.
Yeah.
So you all decide to hunker down for the night, for the rest of the night. Kind of just like take turns watching over everyone. And as your turn to watch over, you guys can do so. Well, we'll go down the list. So Ryujin, your first watch. So you can either tend to your wound, clear stress, repair armor, or prepare. You can do 2 of those.
Well, I have no stress, so I will definitely tend to a wound.
All right. So roll a d4.
Hold on, I'm still letting. my
Also, I
die
roll a
shapes.
d4 because you guys decided to take a short rest, and I get 1 fear.
Oh.
And I got a 1.
1. So you heal 2 hit points. So if you
Oh,
have
nice.
2, yeah.
All right, back into tip-top shape. And what is the other action I could take? Prepare.
Prepare. So you prepare yourself for the path ahead. You gain a hope. If you choose to prepare, okay. So no, you're not. You're by yourself because everybody else is sleeping during your watch. So you just gain a hope.
Okay.
All right. And then who's next? Who's taking over Ryujin's watch?
I can go.
All right, Sebas, same thing. Wounds, stress, armor, or prepare.
Wounds.
Wounds. All right, so roll a d4. 3 plus 1, 4. So you heal 4, basically fully healed.
Okay.
Do you want to prepare? That's the only option you have. Gain hope.
Sure.
Yeah, you gain a hope.
Gain
All
one
right.
hope.
You gain 1 hope. All right, who's next? Belle or Vicky?
I can go.
Belle. All right. You just prepared
I
twice.
have no wounds.
Yeah,
or strength.
you just prepared twice. You get 2 hope automatically.
Ooh, boy.
All right, Vicky, your turn.
Okay. I would like to heal a little bit.
All right, roll a d4.
Oh, wait, that wasn't a D4. D4 is a little triangle one, right?
Yes,
How does it, wait, which number am I looking? The one at the top?
the one at the top, the
Yeah,
one at the point.
pinnacle
Okay.
of the triangle.
I got a 1.
All right, so 2 points,
Perfect.
and then you gain a hope because you didn't use your armor or you weren't stressed.
Okay.
All right. Now you guys rest up for the 6 hours. Everyone taking time to watch. Everyone gets around 4 hours to sleep because 2 of those hours were watching. That's enough rest for you to kind of calm down, figure your stuff out. Everybody's up now. At this point, it's now dawn. The sun is rising. Vicky, you still have the letter.
Yes, and I've been very curious to read it.
All right, so the letter is from Jackson, the Semai that was killed in the onslaught, and the letter just states that there are murmurs. So the letter just reads, "There are murmurs of cultists of Zul in the Baharuth kingdom, and that could be a link to shadows." Do you want to tell this to
Okay.
everyone, or you want to keep that to yourself?
I would like.
Or do you want to share that information with everyone? Because Ryujin notices you open the
Mhm.
letter. He's not going to ask you, but he wants
She's
to
gonna
know.
share.
She's going to
She's
share.
gonna share it.
All right, so you
Yeah.
share that information with everyone.
So, guys, I looked at the letter, and I don't quite understand everything that was written in it, but there's a cult of Zul, and it's possibly linked to this shadow that Drakis was talking about before, but and I don't know really what to make of that.
Bella's just staring at you, absolutely like blank face, like
Just happy to be part of the group.
Drakis.
I wonder if
What
the
shadow?
cult of the soul has anything to do with all the things going on in that town too. Something is wrong in the air in this land right now.
Ryujin, for the most part, remains silent. His facial features hard to read for everyone else except Sebas, who knows that this news is concerning, as cults are like not a thing that Ryujin likes to deal with. But his draconic eyes just appear somber to everyone else as he's taken in the news but remains silent.
Okay, so I'm getting the impression that it's bad.
Very bad, Belle. Very bad. Drakis didn't really tell me everything before we came here. He kind of just said, "Get your ass in the fucking thing," and we're going. And, so I'm not entirely up to speed on everything we're supposed to be doing in the first place, but whatever it was, it must have been important because he didn't like to leave home when he could help it, so whatever we need to do it now. And we need to do it well.
You guys should know that Rosian
Oh.
and I, we've been tracking this shadow creature. We thought that there was only one, but there might be more than one. And we've had to deal with these alleged cultists in the past. You see, a shadow creature killed everyone in my village and harmed Ryujin and his family as well. So we've been tracking this creature.
Ryujin slowly stands up, and with a wave of his tail, he puts out the campfire. He doesn't contribute much to the conversation, but then he just turns and says, "We need to press on."
Vicky.
Yeah.
You kind of, as you told them this information, you put the letter away. You try to open the locket. I need you to do me a quick finesse roll.
A finesse roll.
No hope or fear,
Okay.
just a finesse roll.
That is, this, I'm adding them together, right?
Yeah.
For this one?
Yep.
And then plus my finesse?
Yes.
Okay, that is a 19.
Okay. Before you move on, you're kind of like curious of this little locket that he gave you, and you're just tinkering with it before you move. And as soon as Ryujin slams that fire, it chings open. It's like ting, and in it you see a picture of a female orc and two orc children, a boy and a girl.
Is this Dracus's family? Would I recognize at all?
No, Dracus never told you about that. You always saw him look at that locket in sadness, but then close it and put it away before anyone like is able to ask him or something. Like he keeps it to himself secretly.
I understand. She's going to close the locket, and she's going to tuck it into her testicles, as women do when they don't have things to carry things like that. And she's going to be like, and then she's going to just clutch her chest, uncaring that it looks like anything else. And she's going to be like, "I'll keep them very safe, Dracus." And then she's going to stow the letter as well. And then she's going to make sure she's going to pat herself down and stand up as well, and look to Ryujin to lead the way.
So, we, just for clarification, do we know where the piers, like the ships, where they're traveling to?
So as you guys travel, it's about half a day's travel, but you can see the ocean line from where you're at. So you know going towards the ocean, going west in general, would probably lead you to a pier. You see that it's about a half day's travel.
So, Ryujin tells the group to gather their belongings as we start to make our way through the forest, heading towards the ocean line, waiting for the pier town to come into view, which sends a wave of relief among the team, finally able to hit a pier town and possibly resupply. And to lighten the mood, I look back at Sebas and say, "You can finally get that damn milk you're always complaining about."
Every time I try to have a drink when we're in town, someone wants to come in and destroy my glass. And the table, and then the whole room.
But
So it was
got-
your fault that the inn got exploded.
It's possible.
It might be.
So you make it to this pier town. It's semi-bustling. It's still full of magical creatures and whatnot, as if what happened hasn't reached them yet, because you guys trekked on ahead further than those that escaped Belrose. So you're in this small pier. Everyone's just acting normally and talking normally, but you notice Actually, hold up. Not that you notice. I need everyone to roll for instinct.
And that's the
Again, no fear or hope. Just roll for instinct in general. That's the 2d12.
13.
Well,
20.
damn.
23.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
Damn
Oh,
her.
God.
Okay. So here's the thing. Belle and Vicky, you notice the guards, but they don't look any different to you. They just look like they're doing their job. They don't look like what they looked like when you hit Belrose. They're just normal guards. But Sebas and Ryujin, they have experience with knowing when people are tensed up. Like they have orders they're supposed to follow, but are not yet ordered to do it. They know it's coming. They see the sweat dripping off them. It's a Pier City. It's cold. They shouldn't be sweating. But you know what it's like under their helmets and they're just dripping in sweat. Like they're nervous. They're tensing up. They're ready. But nothing has happened yet.
So Ryujin, being a Dracona, he could smell the sweat coming off of the guards. Without giving away that he notices, he looks at Sebas, and Sebas gives him a knowing nod that he also notices something is amiss. So going back to their time hunting together, to not alert Vicky and Belle, Ryujin says to Sebas, "Hey, you should go check out the local bar. I'm sure you'll find something of good information there." To which Sebas knows that means to check for any tails, while I lead the ladies to resupply at the local shop.
Sebas nods his head and goes, "I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back."
So
Okay.
our two heroines and hero, they wander into the shop. They're going to gain some small supplies. We're going to be with Sebas right now. Sebas, you walking around. You're looking at the guards. You're noticing all their tension faces. You're noticing that it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. But you see a guard tower, and you see just another guard run in with pages and just runs in, shuts the door, and you see that happening there. And you're just wondering, like, maybe that's the information you need.
Okay, so Sebas throws his hood up so he can hide his elf ears, and he walks over in that direction to try to get a closer ear so that he can hear what's going on. He wants to assess his environment and anything he might hear before he acts.
But you approach this guard tower. You notice that the guards aren't really looking at you. They're looking at everyone else. They don't notice your elf ears. They just think you're a normal human or an orc or one of the favorables just walking around. They don't really focus on you, and you're able to just get behind the building and you find the window to where you hear them talking. And you creep up. Well, you're not gonna roll for this because you're not even looking at the window. You just have your back to the wall, your ear to the window. You're not in the window. You're just hearing it, and all you hear is, "The orders are in. We attack tomorrow. Make sure everyone is prepared. This is madness." And one of the gods goes, "No. This is what should have been done a long time ago. These fucking filthy creatures. They're not like us. We've lived in harmony with them, but don't you get the air of grandeur over them? They're nothing compared to us."
Sebas, he hears this information and he does not want to press his luck. So he immediately turns around.
Turns around.
my
and
God.
does that.
and and it just blanks out.
Yeah, back and find his party.
All right, so you head back to the party. You're in the shop with them. They gathered their supplies.
I'm in the shop with my party.
You made it back. You made it back to the shop. You
Okay.
found them. They already bought their stuff. They're just gonna walk out.
Guys, we need to leave immediately. I just overheard a couple of guards at the tower say that the orders are in. We are going to attack tomorrow. We should have done this a long time ago to these filthy creatures because we are better than them, and I don't think anyone who is not human is safe here right now.
Oh my God. Okay. Vicky's gonna look down at her legs and she's gonna be like, I can't really hide those. Well, we definitely can't hide Belle. Look at her. I didn't mean anything by that, Belle. I just mean you look cute. You're just cute.
Ryujin lets out a humorous snort in the middle of the conversation.
I could dress like a child. It's fine.
We would need to cover your little ears. And she gives her like a little pinch on her ears.
Slap your
I
hand
suppose we
away.
should.
Get it from me.
Okay, all right. Well, yes, I think we should go then. If that's what you suggest, Sebis. I was hoping to find maybe a little more dresses since the one that I had yesterday was fucking ruined.
Yeah, you could
But,
probably hide your legs if you like wore more clothes.
No, because those are not beautiful and they don't show off my beautiful body. We've discussed this. Okay, well, Vicky is going to go ahead and just like leave that conversation as she like heads towards the door and maybe like pokes her head out a little bit. While she's like grabbing her ears, trying to pin them down to her head and make them like as least visible as possible, despite the fact that this is
Have
also
antlers.
drawing very much. She also has antlers that she cannot hide, but she forgot about those in that moment. She's gonna take a check around and see if it's safe to go out.
So, what is the travel situation for the ships coming and going? Like, after Sebis has done his rounds and we've shopped, what time of day is it? And, like, what are the travel things for the ships? Like, how often they come and go?
So this will be somewhat of a major port city. There's always ships coming and going. You are past midday, between midday and dusk. You're like the sun is starting to slowly creep down to see the orange sky. Like the orange sky is slowly enveloping the sky right now. The ships are still coming and going. You can take a ship, but you just have to be quick and find one.
So Ryujin glances out to the pier and sees some ships that are preparing for departure and thinks that this might be the optimal time to try to bribe their way onto a ship. So he turns to the party and says, I see only one option. We take that ship right there and now. But I'm not good at bribes. So, which of you little ones can handle it?
I'm very charming. I could maybe talk my way into it.
Ryujin gives a nod of approval and a slightly draconic smile. He looks at Sebis, who initially wanted to offer, but immediately was shot down when I flapped my tail.
He's just Homelandering a little jug of milk.
I vote Vicky tries to steal a ship.
Okay.
Steal
Well,
the
steal.
ship?
I was just going to talk him into it. I'm a little small to steal an entire ship, but yeah.
You plan for her to Jack
So I'm
Sparrow
gonna
a
just
ship.
start. I'm gonna start like who would I see who I would talk to about
You see,
getting this
there's
ship?
you see the ship, you see it on the pier, you see the captain just yelling at his crewmates. It's like, get that sail ready, untie those ropes.
Okay.
You load up
Is
all
he
that
on the
shit
ship?
right now. No, he's on the pier still. He's yelling from
Okay.
from the
She
pier.
is going to just. She's done with the conversation now. She's just gonna start clip-clopping her way over there, and she's gonna maybe like, she's she's gonna like maybe adjust her chestises a little bit and like maybe pull down her dress just enough that it shows just a little more cleavage, and she's gonna, she's gonna walk up to him with her hands like very politely like folded in front of her, and she's gonna walk up to the captain, and she's going to attempt to talk him into giving them passage
All right, so
with a little excuse me, Mr. Captain, is this your boat?
the captain like
ship?
hears that going around, turns around, is like, who said that? And he's looking because Bella is short. No, Vicky is short. The captain turns around and he doesn't see her at first. He's just like, who
It's
said
down
that?
here.
Must have been the
I'm down
wind.
here.
And he looks down and he sees the fawn, but he doesn't see your face. The first thing he notices is your cleavage sticking out. He's like, "Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. What can I help you with?"
Well, you see, me and my friends, we could use a little ride somewhere. And I was wondering if maybe perhaps you wouldn't mind helping a girl out, you know?
And
What-
then she's
what-
gonna look like
She's a little
shyly down.
squeezing.
Yeah, she's
what
like
friends are you
squeezing a
talking
little
about?
bit.
What
Oh,
friends are you talking
My
about?
friend's back there, and she's gonna point back and hope that they're making the nicest faces that they possibly
He
can.
just sees like a snarling draconis just like waving his hand and showing its teeth like he's trying to smile. An elf just standing there, just looking all ditzy, like staring at someone's milk. Like you can see him, his eyes locked into someone drinking a glass of milk from across the pier. And then there's just the small fairy just like looking at everyone going, whoa. And the
So,
captain
would
looks
you-
at them and is like, those are your friends?
They're actually a lot nice. The dragon is a lot nicer than he looks, I promise you. He's actually very polite.
The dragon's nice than he looks, but the other two suck.
At the
Alright.
moment that she mentions that that I look nicer than I am.
No, you guys
I
can't hear her.
see a-
She's in the pier.
Oh, but can it be like a distant action?
Yeah, okay, make it a distant action.
I was gonna say a fish jumps out of the water and I immediately snap at it.
The captain just looks up, looks at you again. You just see
She's gonna look at him with wide eyes and be like, "He's really hungry.
Just-
We
no,
haven't
he-
had a lot of food until we got here."
he looks back and it's just the fish is now like snapped in half. He's just eating at it. And he goes,
Bella's
mean,
keeping up with like her,
You
her
like
nose
fish
is
dinners,
all wrinkled.
don't
She's
you?
like, gross.
all
I
right,
was hungry.
all right, Vicky, I need you to roll a presence for me. All right, your limits are 10, 15, and 20. 10,
10, 15, and 20.
10
okay.
you get it, but there's a price. 15 you get it, the price is cheaper, and then 20 you completely convince them for free.
10.
You rolled a 10 with fear or hope?
I rolled a 10 with fear.
With fear. All right. So the captain like looks at you, looks at it, and then he like uses the back of his hand. It's like, well, I am a lonely man, and I could give your friends a ride for a price.
What kind of price were we talking about?
You're on a ship with a lot of men, and you get very lonely. I think you can figure out the price.
You did walk
And
up
she
kinda
looks- she
looking like a
looks-
hoe.
She looks at the men on the boat.
All the men
She,
are just
like, her
staring at.
face-
All the
her
men are just
face
staring at the
literally
captain.
Starts
All
it
the-
starts drooping a little bit. Like
His-
each man she looks at makes her face just drop just a little bit more.
Everyone is just looking at the
She's like
captain
completely
like
white
hating
in the
on
face,
you.
like it matches her fur, and she's
I usually skip this
she's-
part.
she's like well, all of them.
I mean, it is a ship full of men that need carrying. Your small fairy
and then she
friend
looks
can also
at
join
him.
in.
Okay. Well, you know what?
And before you even finish your sentence, another guy pushes that guy off. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get back on the ship. Who told you to be out here commanding orders? Get the fuck
What?
going."
What is that? What, that wasn't the captain?
No, I'm the captain. That guy's just an asshole.
Oh, well, hello, Captain. How are you doing?
What?
She's gonna immediately perk right back up.
The guy you see in front of you is human, but he's a tall human, mild build, just looks like he's been on the seas, but he has like a well-kept face. He looks like a captain. He actually like looks like he grooms himself like he's ready for the sea and to lead men on the ship. And he just looks at you as like, you want us? What do you need? What's going on?
Well, I was asking him for passage, but I think he was talking about passing me around to the entire crew as payment. So I was hoping that maybe we could come to a better deal than that, because that doesn't sound very, lucrative for me on this voyage, because I don't know how long we're going to be out there and a girl gets tired. You know what I mean? So I was just wondering if we could maybe catch a ride on your ship, me and my friends back there. And she points back at them.
And the captain looks at it. Captain's looking at them. Ryujin is just the tail end of the fish at the end of his mouth, like he's finishing up his meal. And Belle is just standing there looking at the captain, just like going, "Who the fuck is that?" And then Stebis is there.
Is this a different guy?
Stebis is there, and like he's just like looking at everything going on, and he's like slowly reaching one arm behind his back to grab an arrow.
Autistically spacing out.
And she's like waving her hand at him, like, "Stop it!"
And,
She's
I
like,
wave
she turns around back
because
to
I
the
don't know
smile
what
and
she's doing.
okay, so the captain.
he's waving at me.
The captain's like, "Well, we're heading to a Pier City in Brelia. Is that anywhere you need to go?"
You know what? I think anywhere other than here would be great, honestly, and then we can figure it out from there.
Right, roll again for presence. Same thing. 10, 15, 20.
Oh, much better, much better. That is a 13.
13. That is
So not much better, but better.
Not much better. And he goes, it's like, "Well, I can promise you a ride. I cannot guarantee your safety amongst these men unless your two companions over there can watch over you during this whole ride. It's about a
They can handle
So
themselves.
5-day sail. You will just have to be in charge of catching your own fish to eat on this ship."
Oh, she looks back at she looks back at Ryujin, and she's like, "Think we've got that handled."
And he says, "Well, it's a handful of gold for each of you. And we'll provide you with your own room. Well, you all have to share one room, though. That's going to be the caveat."
You know what? That's fine. I've been sleeping with that fairy for, well, no, not like that. I just, okay. Anyway, it's fine.
He
Yeah,
like
you know what? Let me go
tilts
let
his
them know.
head back. He tilts his head back like he doesn't know what you really mean, but he just thought dirty because he's like, again, he's still a boat captain. So he just like tilts his head back, going, like, "Did you really just say that?" And I'm interested.
Yeah, let me go let them know. And I really appreciate it, Captain. I appreciate it, and I will be right back with my friends. And my name is Vicky, by the way, and it's really nice meeting you.
Captain Turner.
Absolutely. And she gives like a little bow, and then she like turns around. As she turns around and is heading towards her friends, you see her gentle, polite smile like slowly morph into like a complete panic phase. she's like speed walking. The closer she gets to them, the faster she's going. She's like, okay, I got this right. You're not gonna like it, but at least I don't have to sleep with the entire crew. And you know, it is going to be a handful of gold from all of us to ride, but he will get us to Brelia, I believe is what he said. Which I figured was better than here, because anywhere is better than here, from the sounds of it. And she's just, like giving them like the most like I succeeded at life smile in this moment.
Sebas looks into his belongings and goes, I don't even know how much gold I actually might have.
I only had the one handful. Damn it.
Ryujin lets out a draconic sigh and glances at Sebas. This is why I told you to ease off the milk. He looks at Vicky and then he reaches into his own chest because he has several handfuls, and it's a handful per, correct? Right?
Handful per.
Yes.
So that would be
So
4
there's-
handfuls in total.
So
My hands are very small.
It's just
So
one
he
gold
reaches
coin
into
that
his
fits in their
bag.
hand.
he
Pretty
pulls
much.
out he pulls out the necessary 4 handfuls.
So you gotta mark those 4 off.
Yep, so that leaves me. And he says with a deep draconic guttural, "You all owe me." And he places their fee in their hands. And as they walk down, he intentionally lets Sebas walk in front of him, who's happily walking with the handful, and he lightly slaps him in the back of the head with the tip of his tail.
Ooh, big man was a lot of money.
you
Belle has
all,
to carry her handful with both hands.
as each one of you board the ship, you just hand the captain the handful of gold one by one. Just
Typical gold hoarding dragon.
as you walk by and hand your handful of gold to that captain, you say that so Ryujin can hear it, just as he's the last one to board. The captain goes, "Well, all right, let me lead you to your room." And he walks you into the ship. There's just one side. There's a few rooms there, and he pulls the door open. It's like, this one will be yours. You're free to walk around the ship. You have to get your own food. You have to fish for your own food. You have 2 beds. Split them however you want. And as I told you before, watch your backs. I can't control all my men all the time.
Thank you,
So-
Captain. I really appreciate it.
At the conclusion of the captain's introduction, Ryujin, catching the captain's drift, can smell, basically he can sense the horny of the surrounding men. So he immediately turns to face them and gives them a deathly glare.
Hold up. Give me a presence roll as well.
So that's the 2d12s, right?
2d12s, always with 2d12s. And then I'm gonna set your limits. 15, 20, 25.
Oh no, he's about to look at him like a puppy. Oof. That's a double 1.
Double 1 is critical success still. So as all the crewmates are looking at you guys as you walk by, you give each one of them a glaring look. And as you give them the glaring look, they all kind of put their head down in sadness, because you just basically said with your eyes and your face and your presence, back the fuck off. Everybody is just looking at you like, down. Belle and Vicky are just noticing everybody in the ship is like no longer looking at them. They're just being ignored. They're just like, they're trying not even to stare at them. Sebas just notices that everyone is now looking at him. Oh, just they're not looking at him in that way. They're looking at him as like in anger. It's like we may not fight the Draconis, but we'll fucking fight you when we get the chance.
Oh no.
Belle's
Yeah,
really
let's
not
hope we
paying
get this far.
attention. Like she just looks up at Vicky and is like, "Fix your shirt. Your boobs are falling out."
Oh my god, I forgot. Thank you.
I forgot I have
She's like
boobs.
turning around towards the wall and she's like adjusting herself, like
It's
looking
not a
back,
wall.
not suspiciously whatsoever.
It's not a wall. It's a door. So a crewmate just opens the door and he just sees a fawn just fondling her tits, trying to adjust it.
She freezes in place with her hands on her boobs, and she's like, "Oh."
Sebas awkwardly smiles at the men around him.
And that angers them even more. They're just looking at you now with even more hate. Because they just took that as like, I get these ladies for the night, fuckers. Just rubbing it in their
Just
face.
palms.
And Vicky is going to grab Belle by the hand and be like, "We're going to go get situated in the room now." She's gonna just hasten. She's going to hasten.
You're dragging her along. Belle's like mean mugging that sailor, like, "Hey, mind your manners." Rude to stare.
We're off to a great start on this ship.
We're off
We
to-
have collectively several attitude problems, I think.
Very much
I think so.
As you all are in your rooms, you're boarding, you hear the captain yell at, "All right, everybody, set sail!" And, they sail off. The waves, you start feeling the waves even heavier as you're floating into the middle of the ocean. You're going up, down, left, right. Your beds are bolted to the ground, so as you're sitting or laying on them, all you feel is just what the ship is feeling. You're not really moving with the furniture. The furniture is kind of just like trying to toss you off. 5 days pass. None of the crewmates attempt to make a move on Vicky and Belle because of Ryujin. And in those 5 days, Sebas got into a few scuffles that he was able to handle because he what he presumed as being nice, the crew around him took as him mocking them for having ladies in his room.
And
Yeah.
Sebas is actually just really he's not great with cues and tends to make everything worse.
Vicky will have 100% climbed all of the rigging by the time they get to where they're going.
They make it to a small port in Brilia. It's not their final destination, but it is out. You've made it out of Maggie. The continent of Maggie is done. But as you finished your sail, you arrive in Brilia, and you look around. You see the port. Everyone is scuffling. The kingdom of Brilia is more. It's part of the Brelios continent. So there's just more magical creatures all around. It's 20% humans, 80% everything else. Orcs, dwarves, ribbits, gallopers, semis, just normal hustle and bustle of a port city. And you all walk in. You all hit the nearest inn with the tavern. You all check into your room, and the tavern lady You walk up to the tavern lady and you ask her for news. What's going on in this city, and you tell her that the kingdom of Brilia is officially going to stop trade with the kingdom of Baharuth. We have heard of their new impactful laws, and now they are akin to slavery in the kingdom. We will not wage war, as it would destroy all of us, but the word is that we will stop trade with them completely, and we will become a sanctuary port city, to allowing those to come in and guide them into Brilia, Jirai, what was the other one? Crucia, Elchia, Leons, and Jordan. Those kingdoms will accept refugees from Maggie, those that are able to escape. We have plenty of jobs here. Sebas and Ryujin, you guys know that there are adventurer guilds here. A new job. Vicky, you know that there's a syndicate in here if you want to attach to that. You all reach into your rooms, you head to the tavern, and you plan your next move.
So, so we're currently in like a safe space.
You're in a sanctuary port. This is in Brelia, a kingdom to the top left of Berlioz continent. Brelia is the kingdom. Brelia is the family that rules this kingdom. You're just in their port city, in their kingdom. It's a large, vast kingdom. They have 4 dungeons that you know of, and about 3 major cities. You're in just a port city. The nearest major city is about 5 days away. Because you know so much. This is just for Ryujin. Ryujin knows so much about this because it's by his home country of Jirai. We're owned by the Jirai family, the kingdom of Jirai, and that he knows Jirai, he knows Brelia, he knows Crucia very well because those are the 3 nearest his home.
Okay. Because the only reason I asked, and I hate to be that guy, but it's pretty much the time for me where I have to go.
Oh, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, you'll plan your next move, and then we'll end it right here.
Oh, okay.
But this is the
So-
last conversation, and then we'll just cut it off.
Okay. So, in his room, Ryujin looks out the window over what is mostly familiar to him, and he reflects on his home and what brought him here. And he takes. This is the moment where he actually processes his friend's death that he wasn't able to process because everyone was on the run, and he finally takes out the drawing of a lover and glances at it before he settles down for the day.
Anybody else?
Stevis is he's pretty exhausted, and he knows at this point he's already made weird encounters somehow worse. So, guys, I really think I'm gonna go lay down. I need a minute.
With my milk.
Vicky and Belle?
Vicky is going to sit next to Belle and order them around because she knows her friend so well. And she's going to be like, now listen, you can't explode the place this time after you finish with this, okay? Because I know what happened last time.
I didn't explode that place. They exploded it.
Well, no, I wasn't talking. I was talking about that other time, and you know what I'm talking about, ma'am.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I suppose that we should also maybe just get a room for the night and figure out what they want to do in the morning. Because I feel like we definitely have unfinished business, and I'm very curious. They were, I know you didn't know him, but that was Drax, that was my master, and it was very important to him, whatever it was, and they seem to know a lot about it. So I think we should maybe try and stick with them if they'd be willing to have our company. If you're okay with that, Belle.
Yeah, if it's important to you. It can be important to me.
I know I don't always include you in things, so this is going to be very different than you're used to, but...
Yeah, I'm fucking ready for it!
Hey, you just have to be careful. Because, I don't... There's a lot of bad things in this world, Belle, and you're just such a cute little fairy, and I just can't expose you to it.
As Vicky's
Anyway,
about to finish her sentence, a drunk guy comes, hey, you two, want to have a good time?
You better get the fuck out of here before I stab your face. And she's just gonna, death glare him.
He looks at you and he's just like, excuse me, and walks away, drunkenly.
And she's gonna lean back very accomplished. And then I think they're gonna probably find a room together for the night.
And that ends our story for this time. Everybody give yourself a round of applause. Yay!
You can't hear me clapping, but I am clapping.
Yeah.
It's cutting out, I know.
We will be back for whenever we
Yay!
plan it next time. But thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.